This is absolutely insane. A crazy leak by the Shiba Inu devs has been dropped. It seems like next week, we're going to have a massive breakthrough. And this might even push Shiba Inu to 1 cent. Everyone is excited. The goal is getting closer. What is happening? And why is this a once-in-a-lifetime experience? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Something big just dropped today. And no, this isn't just another random update. This is something that seriously shook the entire Shiba Inu community. The dev team just dropped a massive bombshell about what's coming very soon. We're talking next week kind of soon. And it could change everything. What's coming has the potential to fire up the whole Shiba Inu ecosystem and might even help shave off a few zeros from the price. That's how big this is. But hold on, because it doesn't stop there. There's something else massive happening right now. Something that could flip the entire game. Shiba Inu is actually getting closer and closer to overtaking one of the big names in the crypto market. It's no longer just the underdog barking from the sidelines. It's charging full speed, eyes locked on a bigger spot in the rankings. And if you're wondering whether this news already made an impact on the charts, well, it kinda did. One analyst just broke it down, and what he said is extremely bullish. According to him, Shiba Inu is now flashing signs of a potential breakout, and he didn't hold back. He pointed out something really interesting. There's a massive group of traders who placed leveraged bets just a bit higher than where Shiba Inu is right now. And that level? It's like a magnet for the price. It's pulling Shiba Inu toward it, and if it gets close, we could see a big surge from liquidations alone. But here's the juiciest part. Whales. The big players. They're not just watching from the sidelines. They've been aggressively scooping up Shiba Inu like crazy. In fact, over the past month alone, these large holders increased their Shiba Inu stash by more than 30 times. That's not something whales do unless they're expecting a major move ahead. So yeah, the hype is real. The momentum is building. And with everything lining up, the dev announcement, the whale activity, and the pressure building on the charts, Shiba Inu might just be on the edge of something huge. So what just happened? Well, the Shiba Inu community was just hit with another huge wave of excitement. And this one's coming straight from one of the most active voices in the ecosystem. The Shiba Inu affiliated X account, SHIBAINU, just dropped a powerful message to all holders and supporters. In their latest post, they made it crystal clear. Shiba Inu isn't going anywhere. In fact, they said it's stronger than ever and ready to push even harder. And they backed that up with something big. They hinted that Shiba Inu might be setting up for something massive. We're talking about the kind of move that could mirror its legendary 800% rally back in 2021. That's not just some wild guess. They're pointing to real possibilities based on how fast the crypto space can shift. According to them, everything can flip in a single week. One strong move, one bullish wave, and just like that, Shiba Inu could go flying again. Think about that. Shiba Inu, a coin that started as a meme, is now being talked about as a serious force that could shock the entire market again. If it even comes close to another 800% surge, that would be life-changing for a lot of people. For many investors, we're not just talking about a price pump. We're talking about breaking financial ceilings. This kind of momentum could flip entire portfolios. People who've been patiently holding through the dips? This is exactly the moment they've been waiting for. And even for new investors, this might be that one chance, that one window, to get in before the rocket takes off. So yeah, it's not just hype. When trusted voices in the community start talking like this, it means something's brewing. And if history decides to repeat itself, Shiba Inu could go from just another coin to the biggest headline in crypto overnight. But here's the catch, and it's an important one. Right after all the hype and explosive predictions, one analyst stepped in and offered a more realistic timeline for when Shiba Inu could actually hit those dream price levels. And honestly, it's worth paying attention to, because even though the road ahead might be longer than some hope, the destination still looks promising. Let's break it down. Despite how massive the gains would need to be for Shiba Inu to reach price points like 303 or even as high as 4 cents, experts still believe those targets aren't out of reach. They just need time. According to analysts at Changelly, Shiba Inu could climb to that 303 level by January 2033. That's around 8 years from now. In fact, in a bullish scenario, they believe Shiba Inu could even go slightly beyond that by then. And as for the major target, the one that would completely rewrite crypto history, The projection is April 2040. That's when Shiba Inu could hit 4 cents, based on their estimates. Sounds far? Sure. But remember, in crypto, 8 to 15 years is still considered early for a project with long-term vision. Another platform, Telegram, has an even more optimistic take. They believe Shiba Inu might touch the 303 mark by 2028, just a few years away, and eventually hit that 4-cent target by 2036. That's 11 years from now, which could feel like a lifetime unless you're holding a bag of tokens that might turn into life-changing gains. But not everyone agrees on the long wait. According to Forbes, an expert named Himanshu Maradia thinks Shiba Inu could actually reach that 303 price this year, depending on how the market and the Shiba Inu ecosystem evolve. And in another take, even ChatGPT got involved in the prediction game, suggesting Shiba Inu might hit 4 cents somewhere between 2030 and 2032. Although for that to happen, Shiba Inu's total supply would need to drop dramatically, something that's possible, but definitely challenging in the short term. So what does all this mean? It means while the excitement is real and the potential is massive, true success with Shiba Inu might not happen overnight. But that doesn't make the journey any less exciting. In fact, right now, with whale accumulation surging, devs dropping bombshells, and the community staying strong, Shiba Inu is laying the groundwork. It's building the kind of momentum that long-term investors dream about. And the current state of Shiba Inu? It's more alive than ever. The dips haven't broken it. They've only made it more resilient. The foundation is getting stronger, adoption is growing, the ecosystem is expanding, and the community? Still here. And even when we look at the long term, Shiba Inu is looking great. In fact, right now, it's sitting on the edge of something pretty massive. Shiba Inu is about to pull off a huge achievement that most people didn't see coming. It's closing in on Bitcoin Cash, one of the older and more established names in the crypto space. Right now, the gap between the two is just over $1 billion in market cap. That might sound like a lot, but with how fast Shiba Inu is moving, it's really not. Shiba Inu's market cap is sitting around 8.8 billion, while Bitcoin Cash is at 10.3 billion. And that distance is shrinking fast. Why? Because Shiba Inu has been on a roll lately. Over the past couple of weeks, it's outpaced Bitcoin Cash by a wide margin. Since July 10th, Shiba Inu's up more than 16%, while Bitcoin Cash has barely pushed 7%. And if you look at the whole month, Shiba Inu has moved roughly 32% more than Bitcoin Cash overall, powered in part by renewed strength in the Ethereum ecosystem, which, by the way, Shiba Inu is heavily tied into. Even more impressive? Trading volume. Despite Shiba Inu trading at just a fraction of a cent, its 24-hour volume recently hit over $500 million, getting very close to Bitcoin Cash's numbers. That shows serious interest, serious liquidity, and serious action. People are watching Shiba Inu, and they're jumping in. Big exchanges are still showing strong support, and the buzz around the coin is picking up again. It's not just whales. It's everyday investors, traders, and the entire community rallying behind the project. And if it keeps this momentum, Shiba Inu could climb up the rankings and reclaim that 17th spot on CoinMarketCap, something it hasn't done since last year. So yeah, the current state of Shiba Inu? It's fired up. It's gaining strength. It's being taken seriously again. And if this keeps up, we could be witnessing the next major chapter in its journey, not just as a meme, but as a real contender in the crypto market. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Shiba Inu update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.